Can you imagine that's a product of the shredding? After the shallow shit, look at the big boys now, huh? After taking it a couple times, you know. First time was a shit job too. They installed it. Glue every corner, every fucking place you could see coming off, done cheaply. That's just how nature happens. Even if it's, something pumping upheaval out there right in your house, it could be the gods. Just to move your ass out like a bolt too and clear out and call the shredding and go out there and learn like an army boy what the street is and what they call gang banging. First of all, I want to get into one big point here, and I'll make the bet with you youngsters that think you're hot, you think you're untouchable. Gang banging played out in the late 80's and early 90's. And the rappers pushing it were tough and were taking it with them. A lot of guys went down because gangbanging is a bunch of bullshit. A lot of guys are out there, they're like bitches trying to play the Macks, like the video game. Same thing, they end up doing something. Next thing you know, they're all assed out. They're under gunfire, they're getting pressure, they stole something. They've done extortion. A lot of it's played out now. You'll find a lot of men are not there to hold your cock. And when you think you're out there banging and you're going to step up and it's going to be a fight and you got a reason on someone, you think you're holding ground. I guarantee even your buddies will not step up with you because they know devil's rules. Right now it's the shredding. They want you to fall too, just doing that and walk up in chaos. They could drag you in and say it's black rights just to drag you in and rough you up. Because they're also getting chaos off their chest too. They might have had a bad experience. But gangbanging ain't like it used to be. It's very group oriented. Now they just backstab each other. They're fresh off the boat. I mean, they still push a little bit. There's gangs, right? But gangbang is dead. It's more like sets now that end up doing all white, pushing white out, whatever. Few items not on the menu, but it's tough. Only the heavyweights kind of get through it. The guys that are wet behind the ears and in there shaking and also yelling at people like the bitches trying to play the Macks are tossed out. And they're trying to be bad and they're trying to know it all in rap. First of all, they can't even lay down a tape. They can't even lay down a 30-second drum loop, I bet. You know, that sound that keeps the mind going. It's not punk shit, right? A lot of the bangers actually were in touch with the hood and they cycled through their gangs, same thing, when it was all open out there, open sets. A lot of them took the bops too, and that was it. They learned out there raw and undivided. The guys will backstab you too, set tripping, just out for the score, right? Kenny out there now stepping in, watch out because they're playing a deadly game. A lot of them snitch on themselves too when the fear comes in. And not only that, they get guys that fight back, like the army boys that come in that are going for up above. Not this gangbang shit, and they come back and they fight back. Not only that, they jack you back. Gold record holders out there too, coming through like a flame down. And same thing, they make the bet. They say, what do you know about gangbanging, homie? Youngster, that played out in the late 80's. Where Bop was still going around, then it died out in the early 90's, and Pac there was taking the pops. It's different now, man. Men will not be around there for your chaos and drama because they know it's just a bunch of BS too, and they don't risk their skin for it, you know? If you're looking for trouble, you're a young demon, you're arrogant, the big old devil, you know? Way out your weight class, you want to see what weight is, you want to mock it, you want to have hubris issues. Next thing you know, your hubris issues are for the shredder, and you know your ego takes a fall because materialism ain't everything. Be grateful, motherfucker, you're spoiled. Next thing you know, you're off a big bar snare, taking the bops, and you don't come back. Your rights are stripped. You don't hold rights over me. The only rights you have is ownership over your own items. Banging's dead. Your homies won't step up. They're taking the bops after big bar snare. It could be one punch, motherfucker. You cross in. Now you got to take the burn. You're going to see how the devil works and how he snares you fucking airhead apes.